everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new around here and you don't know who I am, my name is Jodie and I like to create beauty related content here on this channel. So if that is something you guys are interested in, make sure that you are subscribed and click the bell just so you're notified every single time that I upload. Today's video, you guys are in for a treat. I don't want to keep saying every video, today's video is so exciting, but it literally is. So I thought in for a treat would be better. I'm looking a little bit one colour. I'm looking a bit 2D right now because all I have on is foundation, concealer and powder, because we're going to be testing out a new palette today. If you couldn't already tell from the title, today we're going to be trying out the new Bperfect Sceptre palette with the Vivienne. If you don't know who the Vivienne is, she is a drag queen. Spoiler alert, she won season 1 of UK Drag Race. If you don't know, never watched halfway through, sorry. And they have teamed up together to create a brand new Bperfect palette. You guys know, if you watch me on the regular, that my favourite palette of all time is the Bperfect Carnival XL Pro. This is my baby. So much so I've started hitting pan on it now, which just makes me so sad. But yeah, that is my absolute baby. So when I saw that Bperfect were coming out with a new palette that was colourful, I had to get my hands on it. So if you guys want to see what this is like, we're going to be doing swatches, we're going to be putting it on their face and eyes, and then I'm going to give you a review at the end of it. But just keep watching, and without further ado, let's just get into the video. I am really warm right now. This camera is going to overheat very quickly, so I feel like I'm going to have to do this in stages before my makeup all sweats off, because I'm so warm. So I've got my ring light on as well, so I'm so warm. This is the palette. In reference, it is the same size as the XL Pro. I didn't know if it was going to be a bit smaller. I thought it was actually width wise smaller, but it's actually not. So this is what it looks like. It is gorgeous. All this is like glittered detailing as well, which is such a nice touch. And like I said, they are actually the same size, which I quite like. Let's talk a little bit about this palette. So inside this you are getting 6 shades for sharing and sculpting the face. So this is designed as 6 face pans and 33 eyeshadows, I do believe. If you can hear someone's music, by the way, the window's open as per. I actually quite like the layout of this. This is also cruelty free. I don't think it's vegan, but it does say it's cruelty free. Anybody that's interested. So this has 25 high pigmented matte shades, 7 sumptuous shimmer shades ranging from blinding pressed pigments through to amazing duochromes, and 1 super sparkly pressed glitter. So shall we show you the inside? I feel like as per I need to take the sheet out before I do that. So this is what the palette looks like. I don't know if that is all in or not. Can't see. This is the palette. You've got a nice big mirror. It says the Vivienne across it. And this is your palette. So these are your 6 face shades. Now, 2 of them are black and white. Obviously, the Vivienne is a drag queen. So, you know, in drag they use a lot of black and white and stuff, and obviously a lot of colour. So I can understand, and I like the fact that the 2 big pans are black and white. Then you've got 2 highlighters, a blusher and a bronzer. So the reason why I look 2D is because we're going to be using those today, and I'm going to do that first. And then along the top and then all here are your colours. This one is obviously the 1 glitter shade, and then going down you've got some shimmers, and then across the top here I think are some duochromes, but we will swatch them in good time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to test the face stuff first. So I am going to swatch the black and the white, although I won't be using them on my face today, I don't think. But obviously I'm going to swatch all of it for you. So let's get into swatches. You can tell if a palette is going to be good if the black and white is pigmented. So they do have names. We've got Abyss, which is the black, not bad at all. And we've got White Party, which is the white, and I'm not mad about that white either. That's pretty good, if you ask me. Which you might not, but I'm excited for the highlighters. I do think one of the highlighters could have been a bit darker. I feel like they're both very light colours and they're not going to suit everyone. So I do think they could have done like one lighter highlighter and one darker highlighter. That is one thing to note. So we have Blinding, which is a white, icy white. You guys see that? And we've got Glazed, which has a yellow running through it. Glazed does, and you can see in the pan it has a yellow running through it. I just don't think the camera's picking it up too well. And then last but not least, we've got the blusher and the bronzer. So we've got Parasol and Sculpt, nice and pigmented. That's not my go-to kind of blusher shade, but I don't mind it. So that was the face part of it. I'm gonna now dip it in. So let's take the blusher. Probably should have took the bronzer first, but you know, that is nice. I feel like with a Mitchell blush underneath, that is going to be so nice. It's quite buildable as well, like I built this one up, which is nice. It is quite pigmented anyway, but if you did want to build it, if you are a darker skin tone, or you just prefer a darker blush, they are buildable. We're going to take a tiny bit of the bronzer. I like that. I don't think that is too bad. It is quite like a daunting shade, because obviously when you make a face palette like this, you've got to cater to as many people as possible, or it's nice to cater to as many people as possible. So I think to make a bronzer that's going to suit everyone is going to be hard. I think a very, very light hand if you want my kind of colour. So I'm going to take Blinding first, which was like the more white one. Oh wow. Oh, Bperfect come through with the highlighters. Oh, that is gorgeous. Doesn't look too icy either, like it's not leaving me with a cast when I look forward either. That is gorgeous. Right, I'm going to try the Glazed on the other side. Again, gorgeous. You can definitely tell a difference between the two sides. I think I do prefer the Glazed side actually. I don't really wear a white highlighter anymore. I think that's why I might prefer the Glazed one a little bit more, but they are so buttery. I'm just mixing the two colours together to do the rest of my face with, so it looks a little bit even. Look at that. Not that I need highlighter on today. So that is the face products. I am well impressed with those. I feel like now you can't tell that I've got any blusher on, but I feel like that always happens. When you put everything else on, I feel like your blusher always disappears. I do like to look a bit blushed. Okay, now let's swatch the eyeshadows, because that is the bit that, let's be honest, we're all here for. I'm gonna go from these ones above the black and the white and kind of just work my way across and then down, just in case anybody's interested. First one, we've got Rain, Kia and Naive. Naive is a different formula to the other two. Oh, look at that first one. That blue colour is beautiful. I'm intrigued by the next two shades because they look very similar. They're both pink, but I'm hoping they'll come out differently because they look exactly the same. So we've got Pink Lady, and here she is. I feel like they look the same. Maybe Here She Is slightly darker. Yeah, no, they don't really look any different, do they? That's interesting. Then we've got Cookie Dough and Salted Caramel. Then we've got hot chocolate. So that's Crown. I don't know if that glitter is that crumbly because it's just how Bperfect glitters are. Because I don't think I've ever had a... Oh no, the mini Manifest palette has glitters in. That's the only palette that has pressed glitter in. So I don't know if that's just their formula or what, but I've never had one that's been that like soft to touch. I feel like you'll run out of it very quickly. But that is the first row. These swatches are not the best. Why will it not focus? Come on. So yeah, that's row number 1. That's one of the duochromes, and so is that one. You got pink going through there. Okay, row number 2. Again, we've got 2 pinks that look very similar to each other, so I'm hoping they are different this time. So we've got Marsha, Canary, oh, Bubble. That was the first one I hit pan on in my XL Pro. And we've got Half Baked, Depth, which is a really nice green. I've never seen a green like it. And Power, which is another shimmer. But again, it's a different formula to the other ones. So that is the second row. Then the third row we've got Cotton Candy, Flesh It Out, Mossy, which is another green. Then we've got 2 of my favourite colours, which are blue. So we've got Skydive, Angelin. They look really similar as well, don't they? And then we've got Meringue, which is like a pink. Look at that. That'll be gorgeous as a highlighter as well. So that is, this portion is the third row down. I'm so sorry these swatches are not the best. The lighting is just a bit pants today. I just can't get it to work. Okay, the second to last line, we've got LV, Orange Peel, what a weird name, and Medium Rare. I love that first orange. That is like a true orange. I thought those oranges were going to look the same, but they actually don't. I'm very happy about that. Then we've got Gush, Prune, Marshmallow. Whoa, that again is gorgeous. So that is that row. Then we've got the last row. So we've got Sylvia, which is a grey, Bedtime, Boss Lady, which is a red. Doesn't look red in the pan, but looks more red on my arm. We've got Waste, Purple Rain, Bath Bomb. Oof. So that is all of them, or the rest of them. They are gorgeous. So I'm going to pop off camera, put some P. Louise base on as per usual, and then try and think of what kind of look to do, because I want to try and use as many colours as possible. So I'll be back. Okay, so I've got my P. Louise base on. I'm gonna probably do like a rainbow inspired look, not like a typical like rainbow, but just like as many colours as possible, because it's Pride month as well. By the way, a portion, I don't know how much exactly because I don't think they've stated, but a portion of the profits from this palette, or a portion of the money that you pay for this palette, goes to 2 different charities. I'll try and leave the link for the post down below, but yeah, just sort of let you know. So I'm going to go in with Skydive, which is the blue, and I want to pop this on like above, like in my crease but above the crease. And this is just a P. Louise 143 brush from the Worldy collection. Gonna blend that further out with the yellow called Bubble. Gonna kind of do this like half on the blue, half off the blue. So it's going to give like a green gradient. Okay, so next I'm going to take the shade Purple Rain, and I'm going to put that on the outer part of the eye. But I'm going to try and keep it in line with the blue. It's okay if it goes above the blue, but I'm just going to try and keep it in line. And then I'm also going to take Pink Ladies and I'm going to blend out the purple with that. Okay, so I actually went off and cut the crease and stuff, and now I'm going to add the lime green from this palette, which is called Waste. Now I was actually going to use Limelight from P. Louise, but I thought, no Jodie, stick to just this palette today. We can try Limelight another day. That is beautiful. Definitely look popping with Limelight underneath. It is looking gorgeous. And I think I'm just going to use one of the shimmers as an inner corner today, just because I quite like how it's gone. Just going to do the other one and then I'm going to come back because it's very warm. Okay, so I'm back with the finished look. What do you guys think? So I used LV for under my eye, and then I used Marshmallow for my inner corners. My lashes are Esselton Cosmetics Maisie lashes. These are my favourite at the minute. Definitely go check her out. Small business. Right, let's discuss thoughts. So overall, this palette, I didn't mention in the beginning, is actually $35.95, I think it was. Yeah, so this palette was the only thing in the collection. It is $35.95. I'm so sorry for the background noise. I actually got a 30% off code for this collection. So I only paid £25 something for the palette and then £3.50 shipping. So altogether it came to just under £29, which is such an amazing price. All I'm going to say is this is the same size as the XL Pro. I don't know if it has as many colours in. So this one has 43 colours. This one has 33 plus 6. No, 40 plus 3. So it has 3 highlighters and 40 shades in. This one has 6 face products for the face and then 33 eyeshadows. So to say these are the same size and you only get 7 less eyeshadows in but 3 more face bits, this is like, what? It's nearly, what, £6-7 cheaper than that one. So that's a bit mental. Like I said in the beginning, it is cruelty free. It is collaboration with the Vivienne. I adore this palette. I do still want to stick to the fact that I think there should have been a darker highlighter in here, just personally, because you've got 2 very light ones and that doesn't really cater to darker skinned individuals. I feel like the bronzer and the blusher built up really well, so I feel like you could get away with that if you were a darker skin tone. And with the sculpting product as well, a very light hand, but again can be built up, so that does cater to more people. I just feel like the highlighters don't. In terms of the eyeshadow formula, it's Bperfect at its finest. This is exactly what you need in a colourful palette. I would say if you don't have the XL Pro and you're maybe thinking of something new, potentially try this one. I think colour variation wise, maybe go for the XL Pro. But if you're after some new shimmers, something just pop in, maybe go for this one. I do prefer the orange in this one. I do find that there isn't necessarily a need for both sets of pinks. Maybe just like these 2 pinks would have been fine and then change to these colours. And I do also think that the blues are very similar. I think it would have been nicer if there was a darker blue in here and then the lighter blue, so then you've got like a bit of contrast. But I think other than those colours being very similar, this palette is gorgeous. It performs just like any other Bperfect palette. And I feel like this one might slowly become one of my faves to pick up, just because it's nice and fresh and new. I didn't have fault with blending any of the shades. They all blended really well. The shimmers, it seemed gorgeous. I obviously need to play around a little bit more with them, just because I didn't really do a look where I wanted shimmer a lot today, but they worked beautifully on the inner corner and that highlighter is popping. So I would say if you're in the market for a new colourful palette, maybe you've got the XL Pro, you just want something a little bit new, maybe try this one out. The shades, there are some shades that are really similar, like the purple that's in here is really similar to to the one in the XL Pro. So is the yellow, but I actually prefer the orange from this one. The LV orange is a really nice true orange. I think all in all, if you were thinking about getting it, it is going to be worth the money, I promise. So that is everything for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and this look. Let me know, do you want some more videos using this? Would you like a video of me using my carnival palette? I mean, it's nothing new, but like if you guys would like it, then I don't mind. Like I said, I have hit pan on this one in quite a few colours, so it is my baby. I do love this one and the Tahiti. Obviously Carnival 4 is coming out soon, so if you guys want to see more videos from me, you're enjoying my content, make sure that you are subscribed, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.